my shop. My name is Steve. Today I've got a little project that a friend of mine brought in. His wife has a couple of lamps from her mom, and she got some shades for it, and the shades don't fit. So I said, bring it over and let me take a look at it and see if I can help you with it. So we're going to try and fix her lamp shades for her today. And let me just bring you along and show you. This was the lamp here, one of them. So we don't need this particularly. I just needed to see what we had is on the end here. And then the lampshade is like this, and it's naturally it's white or almost off-white, and tassels and lots of things to catch dirt. So we're going to protect this. Now the problem, if you look inside here, I don't know what happened. The camera just shut off by itself. Okay. If you look in here, the ring that's supposed to fit on that socket, there's no threads on there. So we're going to have to take this off and come up with something that will thread on there. So that's the plan. The first thing we got to do is we got to protect this lampshade from dirt and handprints, you know. So I've got this plastic bag. I'm just going to stick it in here and then reverse turn it inside out here. So now we've got a thing that we can work on just this without any problem. So I wanted to see, before I started filming, if I could grab a hold of it with a little pair of these little pliers here, and it did grab a hold of it. So let's see, I got that one right there loose. Let me try this one here so I can grab this one. Okay, well now this one right here is loose. You can see that. Oop. Let's see where we are here. Okay. Yeah, right there. Okay, that one's loose, and that one's loose. We got one left here that's on there snug. Come on, baby. Always got to be one, doesn't there, huh? Always got to be one. There we go. Okay. So now we got it loose on all three. We just pull one out. Past it there. Past it there. And we're going to drop the lampshade here. Okay. All right. So there's our piece. And it's supposed to go on here. Now either it was supposed to be threaded and never was, or something. We could try to thread this. I'm not opposed to threading this. I think that's what I'll try to do first, see if we can thread it. Otherwise, we'll have to create a new one of these out of something more solid like aluminum, and then, but I think I'm going to try and capture this in the lathe and see if we can cut some threads. So let's do that. Okay. What I need to find out now is what thread we've got here. Now this is a thread pitch gauge, and it's got most of the standard threads on it. So I just want to come in here, and I got my cheaters on, and I tried 20, but 18 looks like the number. Yep. So we're going to call it 18 threads per inch. Well, now that we know we need 18 threads, we have to come over here and find 18, which is right here. It's number 5, and it lines up with that line right there. There she goes. Oh, that fell in easy. There's that 16. Wait a minute. Here's 18. 18 is number 4. Wow. Okay. That's when you don't have your eyes tuned in right there. There's 18. And it's supposed to be on A and C, which we're on. So that should do it. Okay. So now we need to figure out how we're going to chuck that. Let's see how it's going to set in here. It's going to work or not. Hard to say, hard to say. Don't think we're there yet, but let's see. Let's put a dial indicator on it, see what she reads. Yeah, well, rough. Sheesh. Where's 0? 0. About 30,000's out. That's what I thought. This is low right here. And we're high right there. Boy. Huh. Okay. This might be a effort, a futility. Yeah. Just sit back square enough. The metal's so thin, it's just so hard to, yeah, it just keeps moving. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? We're going to use this carbide thread cutter tool. It's an SNR0010K11. So I've used it a couple times, and it's a sweet little machine here, or tool. So I'll just chuck it up here, and now I'll check my tool height. So we get check her out, and we are way below. Way below.
Okay. Yeah, it's like we're not quite square.
Ah, shoot. Okay. I've got the cross feed set for outside threads. So I need to turn this compound so it's going the other way for internal threads. So I'm going to swing this around. Get our 29.5 on here. Close enough. It's a lampshade, for crying out loud. Okay, just has to screw on. All right, now we'll start the machine. Let's see how fast that's traveling. good rate. Okay. Come out here and we're going to touch off. You can see that or not. Get you in a little better. How's that right there? That ain't too bad. Hope I can see now. Just want to come in till I touch right there. Okay. Now I'm going to set my cross feed to 0. Okay. And now let's just take a, we're on 18, so any line will work. Okay. Okay. Right about there. So I'll set my dial indicator here, travel dial to 0. That's 0 there. In. Now we need a little tapping fluid. Okay. Bring this up to 0. Cross feed. Here we go. In. Should be it. Bring it back out to 0. Compound in. And ready to go again. You see our threads are in there. Yeah, starting to go good. Okay. Get some threads going. I'll start up again.
Bring this out to 0.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. Those threads don't have to be very deep. I'm just gonna go get the lamp. I'm gonna get the lamp and just see if we got anything going on there. If I cut too many threads, it'll just fall on, and it won't stick on. I want the thread on. I don't want it to just fall on. All right, let's see if we're doing any better here. Took another pass. Oh yeah, looky there. Oh yeah, looky there. I'm just going to take a spring pass. I took a cut, but I didn't take a spring pass. So we'll just do one more cut here. Just not take any more, but just get it to there. Yep, that's taken off just right. We'll be good on this pass. This should do it.
Well, doing so nice. There we go. Oh, come on. Hit the right spot.
There we go. Look at there. We'll call that good. That is good in the neighborhood. All right, now we just have to part it off. And I threaded it back. I hope I've got enough threads for the second one to already be there. So we're just going to trim this one off. About the same thickness as this piece here. We'll make it, try and make it this thickness right here, whatever that is. And so it's right at just a tad over. Oh, there it is. We'll call it 2 1/4 inch. We'll cut it at 1/4 inch. All right. We'll get our parting tool here. And let's take the threading tool off and put a tool up on here. Okay. Maybe I'll face that off a little bit. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go move it in 125, reset the dial at 0, and then I'm gonna go 250, 250. Just enough. Okay. I'll slow down my cutting speed here. Slow down my feed. And pull the camera back a little bit so I don't splash on my lens. There we go. Let's see how our feed rate is going here. That's going to be adequate. before I part it off completely, I like to take and it's going to be tricky with it being so close. I'll try it here. See if I can come in here and just knock that edge off just a little bit. Like that.
Okay. Now we'll finish up our cut. There we go. Very good.
And it looks like we've still got plenty of threads left there. Yeah. So I think we'll be okay. Here's our part, we parted off. And when you cut threads off, you get this, usually peel off a thread or two from there, so we'll have to address this. But I believe we are good to go here. Like that. All right. All right, we're over at the Bridgeport now, and I've got a rotary table clamped into my vise, standing sideways, of course, and I put my 4-jaw chuck in here to hold the parts. We have to drill 3 holes. So I've drilled 2 of the holes, and now we're to the last hole. Unfortunately, with a 4-jaw, there's no way to drill 3 holes without interfering with one of the jaws. So what I've done is I made it, and to make sure that both of these were secure in the vise, I used this little gadget here to hold them in there with a Bessie clamp or Bessie joint, Bessie and welding clamp. Let's see here, I forgot. Need to tighten this one up. And tighten this one up. Okay. So now I can tighten this like that. All right, now all I have to do is remove this jaw. And where did I put the tool? All right, what I want to do is remove this jaw. May not have to remove. I guess I will. Make it easier on everything. There we go. Just take that jaw out. Now we can go in and we can drill our two holes in here. There we go. Now, I'm going to move it out to the, where we can drill a second hole in there. Going overboard here. 375. There we go. Right there. There we go. There we are. So now we got the pilot holes in. Now we just have to put the finish holes in there.
We're going to use the quill stop for the depth, but I wanted to get all these little pilot holes started so we could just come back around and finish it out here. So take this little center drill I used, which is kind of nice for this kind of work. And let's see. I got to measure the wire dimension of the lampshade, so let me do that. Okay, I mic'd the wire and it came out to 105. So the nearest drill I've got is a 106 and a half, which is what you use, number 36, the number 36 drill, which is what calls for a 632 tap. So let me see if I got that tap in my box here. So we use a 36. Right there. Okay, a 36. Is that going to go down? Should be okay. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. So, I want to avoid going into the threads on the inside, so we're take this off for a minute. Okay, and oh, it was 250 was the thickness of it, but it's not the dimension of the depth here. So let's see how far we can actually go in here. Okay, so we're right at 250. That's with the threads in place. So I think we'll go 225. We'll go down about 225 and stop. Okay, so I'll bring my quill down here till we touch, and then I'm gonna run the drill in. It'll zero out our depth gauge, and we'll fire this up and wait a minute. Okay, all right, let's put this back in here just to hold this for sure, make sure nothing gets away from us. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. And I said I'm going to go down 230 thousandths. Hopefully that won't go through. I just had a thought what I might do. Let me go get some. What I had thought about was maybe I've got some brass tubes here. I could cut those off, stick them into there and let them stick out, but I don't know if that's going to make any difference. It would help hold it a lot more. I could solder these in. I have to use a bigger drill. Let's see what size drill we need for this tube. That's 155.
And 5/32 is 156.
So we could drill it with a 5/32 drill. Put these tubes in, let them stick out proud, a half an inch like or so what the original one had. That was the only drawback here to this, to my plan. Replacing this was, what do I do with those? So, you know, once I get the pins in the holes here, I can pin this over, and we're good. But there's no taking it apart. I guess it wasn't designed. They didn't want it to come apart in the first place, so. Let's just go ahead. I guess I'll go ahead and see how this is going to work out. I can always drill it out again, go in and do this again. But let's see, I said we were going to go down to, what was it, 225? No. There's 200. It feels like I'm starting to go through. So I think I'll stop at 200. And I'm going to set the quill depth on here. I get this down. Okay, like a 205. There we go. Okay, so now we'll just move our table back out here to the 125. There's 125. There we go. Okay. To 200. Let me take this off for a second and take a look up at those threads underneath. See if I can tell if the bit is starting to come through or not. Not without a mirror. Okay. After inspecting it, there is a sign where it went through just barely. It didn't come through the threads all the way, but it's part way through the threads on this one. The one in the back, it didn't get through yet. So, okay. So let's rotate this back, and we'll go to our 120 mark. Getting the wrong way, Charlie Brown. That's going to interfere. Sweet. Well, that stinks, doesn't it, huh? Take the stupid drill bit out in order to clear the chuck. There. Now we're back to the 120 mark. Okay, we'll lock this in. Lock this in. For drill in, we'll just have to do it without the stop.
this touch off and go down 200, stop there. Did you catch that bozo mistake there? Didn't have this tight. Forgot to tighten the chuck key. So we really didn't go down where we wanted to go, I don't think, on the other one. Okay, so back to 0. I'll reset this to 0.
200. There's a 200. Let's go back out here. Double check our hold up here. 125 right there. Alright. Now we're
200 on there. Now let's see. Take this back to 0. And cleared it that time. There we are. Okay. Well, here's our finished part. And I think it'll work okay. I had a couple holes go through, but in hindsight, I guess it really doesn't hurt anything. I'm going to try this one with the holes through it, see. I just didn't want to interfere with the threads, but if the rods stick in a little bit further, that's fine. Okay, boys and girls, I guess this will wrap it up. Just wanted to show you the entire lamp here. And if you look inside, it's done. Right here is where we replace this piece right here. And so it's sure securely on there now. Off camera, I staked the three rods in the holes with a center punch so they won't come loose. But I just thought I'd let you see what the finished product looks like. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments, love to hear them. I guess that's it for now. See you next time.